everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Anushka and in today's video I will be discussing with you all the topic acceptance under Indian Contract Act 1872. So let's begin with the video. The first topic is what is acceptance? Acceptance is defined in section 2B as when the person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is made to be accepted. A proposal, when accepted, becomes a promise. Thus, acceptance is the assent given to a proposal. So, basically, when a proposal is accepted, then only it can become an agreement. So, it is a very important part for a contract that when a proposal is made, it is very important that the opposite party have to accept the proposal, then only it can be termed as a valid contract. The next topic is essential requirements of a valid acceptance. The essential requirement of a valid acceptance are as follows. Number one is communication of acceptance. Under communication of acceptance, there are several subtopics which also I will be discussing in the next slide. So the first subtopic is acceptance by external manifestation or overact. The definition clearly requires that the assent should be signified. It may be signified or expressed by an act or omission by which the party accepting intends to communicate his assent or which has the effect of communicating it. So basically, it explains that only mental determination, only thinking mentally that you have accepted the offer will not be term as a valid acceptance. You have to, by external indication, show the person that you have accepted. There should be an act which clearly shows that you have accepted the offer. Only thinking mentally will not be sufficient to say that it is the offer is accepted. So there is a very famous case given here which clearly defines that acceptance by external manifestation is important. So we will go to the next slide. So under that, the next subtopic is acceptance by conduct. In all cases of general offer, the acceptance is usually by conduct as given in section 8. Performance of the condition of a proposal is an acceptance of the proposal. So basically, when some conditions are given in the proposal and if you follow the conditions given, it is clearly signifies that you have accepted the proposal. Very famous example of a case is Carlyle versus Carbolic Smokeball Company. So it's a very famous case of general offer where it is clearly shown that the person has accepted the condition which is given in the offer, and it's a general of this case defines the general offer. So basically, performance of a condition can also be termed as an acceptance. In case of general offers, the other party should only to perform the act and not necessary to give promise in return. The requirement of communication is not necessary. So basically, in general offer, there is no requirement of communication. Is there only performing of the condition will be enough to show that the person has accepted the offer, so you don't have to communicate in return or give a promise in return. Next point of valid acceptance, the requirement is communication to offerer himself. Acceptance must be communicated to offerer himself. Offerer is the person who offers, who has given the offer to the other party. So it is very important that you have to give your acceptance to the offerer, the person who has given you the offer him. to him, not to any other person. If you have given your acceptance to any other person except for the offerer, then it cannot be termed as a valid acceptance. A very good example of this is given in the case Feldhaus versus Bindley 1863. You can go through this case, and also remember I have every slides I have highlighted some lines which are very important for you to remember, and it is very important for you to mention in your answers. So don't forget to mention those lines or those concepts that I have underlined or highlighted. So every slide has certain highlighted parts, so go through those highlighted parts. It is very important. So now we will move on to the next slide. The next point is communication by acceptor himself. The communication of acceptance should be from a person who has the authority to accept. So basically, if there is a contract between A and B, and A has given a offer to B, only B can accept the offer or reject the offer. No third party can accept the offer on behalf of B, because this is a contract or this is an agreement is between A and B. So it is very important the person to whom the offer is made is the person who is only eligible to accept. So this point is explained clearly in the case Powell versus Lee in the year 1908. So you can go through this case. This case clearly defines communication by acceptor himself. Now we will move on to the next slide. It is when communication is not necessary. In some cases, communication of acceptance is not necessary. The offerer may prescribe a particular mode of acceptance. The acceptor has to only follow the prescribed mode. So, sir, sometimes what happens is that the offerer gives a prescribed mode of acceptance, and only following that prescribed mode will term as that it is accepted, the offer is accepted. There can also be certain offer which indicates the acting on the terms will be sufficient. In certain offers, you only acting whatever is there, the terms and conditions, if you follow it, it will clearly signifies that you have accepted the offer. So you don't have to communicate in that case. For example, announcement to pay reward for discovering a lost thing is an offer of this kind. So basically, sometimes whatever, if we have lost something, if we lost and found cases are generally example of this kind of acceptance, only following the instruction or the terms and conditions that you have to find my uh, thing and I will give you this reward. Only doing the particular thing which is given in the offer can also signify the person has accepted the offer. And also the famous case which I have already discussed in the previous slide, that is Carlyle versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. So it's a very famous case of general offer. There also it is clearly signifies that acting on the terms and condition can also signifies that the offer is accepted and no need of communication is necessary. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked the video. I hope you understand the topic acceptance. And please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next videos.